Attribute number 2, the food likeness of God, part 8. Meditation number 13, unfulfilled desire. Psalm 73:25. Whom have I in heaven but you? And earth has nothing I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart, and my portion forever. For behold, those who are far from you will perish. You destroy all who commit adultery against you. But as for me, the nearness of God is my good. I have made the Lord Yahweh my refuge, that I may tell of all your works. What effect would it have on your heart if you were to consciously experience God as the only source of satisfaction today? Experiencing this attribute when you desire something you do not have. Whenever we find ourselves longing for some earthly thing, it is important to remember that the reason we long for that thing is we believe it will satisfy some appetite of our soul. And one of the glorious benefits of being a child of God is the realization that God is capable of satisfying that appetite with or without the earthly thing we so desire. If a woman strongly desires to be married, she can take comfort in the fact that all the appetites of her soul that she hopes marriage will satisfy, companionship, security, love, intimacy, pleasure, joy, etc., can be satisfied by the presence of God even while she's single. Since this is true, there's never a time when we need to lose heart or despair or fret because of some unfulfilled desire. Increase your desire for and delight in God by turning all desires into desire for Him. When you want a spouse, or you want the spouse you have to change, or any other desire, remind yourself, what I really desire is the satisfaction of a certain appetite in my soul, and God can fully satisfy that appetite with or without using another human being or circumstance. Oh, how freeing this is. And oh, how it will draw our hearts toward God as the object of all our desires. Experiencing this attribute when you enjoy something you do have. In the same way, anytime we have something we wanted and we are enjoying it, we must realize that the enjoyment is coming not from that thing or person, but from the presence of God. If we fail to remember that, we will turn that thing into an idol and imagine it to be the source of the enjoyment. But if we do remember that all the enjoyment is from God, then all the delight we take in any earthly pleasure will train our souls to long for the presence of God all the more. Thank you, Father, for being a God who is an infinite satisfying treasure. No one genuinely and earnestly pursues you and ends in increasing sorrow. Lord, I live too little on the sustenance of your provision. I live too little on the source of real satisfaction. And I live too much on that which is not bread and which will not satisfy. But even in the midst of my folly, I can praise your name all day long because of how many times you have given me that satisfaction of soul. Thank you, dear Lord. Father, I desire that satisfaction from you more than I desire the pleasures of life. That is my resolve at this moment. I forget it 100 times a day, but When I'm in my right mind, I want nothing other than you. Help my unbelief. I know you are my only good. Help that belief weave into the fabric of my very being more and more every passing day. You offer satisfaction, and you are glorified simply in my desiring satisfaction from you and pursuing it from you. So, Lord, give it to me. Glorify yourself by satisfying your servant. Think, what is your deepest unfulfilled desire right now? And how can you use it to train your soul to thirst for the presence of God? When you're unhappy or bored with what's happening on the outside, turn to the fountain inside and drink deeply from His river of delights. What is the most delightful, fulfilled desire you have right now? How can you use that today to train your heart to delight in the presence of God? Promise to trust today. Psalm 37:4, delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Psalm 103:5, He satisfies your desires with good things, so that your youth is renewed like the eagles.